Warning. The subject of the video you're about to watch is the product of over 4 years of research and practice. Rockn100 is in no way liable for any and all misfortune caused by following this recipe, nor is he at fault for anyone negatively affected by those who follow this recipe.
Well, I see that you're now awake. Now that we have you signed the waivers, I think we are ready to get started. My name is Rockn100, and today we are going to be exploring the pinnacle of my advances in weapons of mass culinary destruction. Today we are making the Coma Cake. This is kind of a big task. The required rituals require more than 2 hands, so I brought my friend Kyle, who is going to be helping us today. So let's get started. The Coma Cake was invented by Kyle and I in the fall of 2016 and is named after the feeling it leaves you with after you fail to finish even the smallest of slices. It is a multi-layered cake with alternating layers of homemade cookie and brownie. In between the layers is a super rich Oreo buttercream frosting that is one of Kyle's family recipes. Altogether, this cake sits at a whopping 68,417 calories. To put that into perspective, that is the same amount of calories as 38 pounds of white sugar. An average slice can exceed the recommended calorie limit for an adult by as much as 200%. Today, we are attempting an 8-layer Coma Cake with 4 layers each, which should weigh approximately 15 pounds. Let's see how we did it. All right, well, let's get started with making the cookie layer. This is 4 of the 8 total layers. In theory, the number of layers may change because you know how it goes. Things don't always go to plan. So let's get started. Butter. Okay. All right, so as you can tell, I'm going to be putting in half of the stuff. We're going to be doing this in 2 halves because unlike those like amazing like Carlos Bakery things where they have like the gigantic mixers, I got this one. But
you'll have
one
one day.
Someday. Like and subscribe. All right. Half of the sugar. And then the brown sugar. Love that. Brown sugar is my favorite sugar. Let us cream this together. This is actually the first time I've used the stand mixer, so if things start going haywire and I start freaking out, you know exactly why I'm freaking out, okay? And it's shaking the whole table. We're gonna break our table.
You know, during one of your cooking streams, the table is just gonna like break.
Yeah, I mean, this one's kind of ridiculous though, because most of these bags are new. So it's like at one point we had the 50-pound bag of flour, the 50-pound bag of sugar that's new, the 35 pounds of vegetable oil. Thank you, Smart and Final, no sponsor, but no hashtag ad yet. All right, that is definitely creamed.
We can also talk about how this man decides that he needs 50 pounds of these ingredients.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go through it. It might just take a little bit. All right, now for the eggs. We're doing the eggs. But I have to be careful.
Yeah.
Half the egg. Half of the vanilla. Fun fact, if you're using fake vanilla, double the amount of vanilla you put in. But this is real vanilla, so we don't have to do that. All right, and then what's next?
I think we mix.
We mix. I am fine to mix.
Before the addition of half of this
things.
flour,
Yeah.
which is a ridiculous amount of flour.
I hope there's room. I really hope there's room in the mixer. We're all gonna discover this together if there's room. If the like bolts start flying off the mixer, you guys know what's going on. All right, I think we are combined. Actually, Kyle, while I am scraping, would you like to tell the lovely people what is in the cup?
So this is baking soda, baking powder. They're different things. I learned that when I was in 5th grade, the hard way, during a science fair.
One tastes worse than the other.
It's another story. Anyway, so it has baking soda, baking powder, and a little bit of salt.
All right. Well, thank you for that explanation. Let me butcher putting half of this in here. So.
The next part is my favorite part, the chocolate chips. As you can see, even half of these chocolate chips is an obscene amount of chocolate chips. So even though we're only making half of the recipe, there's still gonna be so many chocolate chips in there. And I honestly can't believe that after this, we're gonna be making brownies and
the icing, don't forget
and icing. Oh.
All right.
So probably like lower speed. Yeah.
We're figuring this out together.
Yeah. It's a very basic chocolate chip cookie dough recipe. We're not doing anything super fancy.
It doesn't need it, honestly. The Coma Cake is greater than the sum of its parts.
This is true.
Simple inputs, monstrous outputs.
I don't know if I would say greater than, but it's definitely
Greater in the sense of like, you remember in the beginning of Harry Potter when it's like, he did great things. Terrible, but great things.
Yes.
That's what this, great in that sense.
yes.
We're Voldemort, okay?
Yes.
We're Voldemort up in this. All right. We're really putting this mixer through its paces.
So, if you decide to make the Coma Cake or part of
Please
it,
don't.
which
Please don't.
please
Consider your children.
Please
your,
don't.
Your family members, your loved ones, your friends, they'll miss you. Don't do
like
it.
if you want to have like I don't know instant diabetes or something, then I suppose. But
I mean, not hepatitis. This won't give you hepatitis.
No, it won't.
Diabetes type 3.
yeah, there you go.
A new one.
Yeah, exactly.
I have pioneered the new type of diabetes.
Even though KitchenAids are super lovely and wonderful, my least favorite part is when you have to poke it out.
See, the problem is,
So-
if I weren't doing a video, I would just be hands. But since I'm doing a video, and since I'm gonna have Kyle bring some of this back so that he can enjoy it, I can't use my hands the way I would normally. All right, let's show you. There we go. That is our that is half of the cookie dough. Half.
How many cookies does this make, Trix?
Okay, so the way I'm doing this, I'm shooting for 4 layers of giant cookies. But if you look at the recipe that I posted, link down in the description, if you look at that, it says 36 cookies. We're tripling this batch. So this would be 108 cookies.
Sorry, that's only half of the cookies, so 54.
Oh, so this is 54. This is 54 normal cookies.
54 cookies.
There's a reason why
That's
this
so
is,
many.
There's a reason why this is $54,000. It's this cookie dough flour. All right, let's jump cut. All right, and now let's do the second layer. So now we're gonna be making the brownie. We just finished the cookie. Now the brownie part, of which there will be hopefully 4 brownie layers as well. So let's get mixing. Let's do one butter first.
Melted butter.
Yeah. So only 2 small little bowls of melted butter. No big deal.
Would you like to do all the brownie mix at once? I think we can.
I think we can.
I think we can.
I think we can.
Just like Thomas the Tank Engine. I think we can.
Yes.
Or I think I can.
I'm not sure you can, but we'll see. We'll see. We will see if it is possible.
Okay.
All right. So sugar. All right, and then the white sugar.
Okay. White sugar.
White
brown
sugar.
sugar.
10 whole eggs. Would you believe it?
10 eggs. And we start this journey again, my friends.
It's a long journey. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Well, it's a long journey for us.
It's just a journey down, 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 and it just keeps getting hotter if you know where we're going.
The dark place at the bottom.
I mean, it's
But
not.
we will take you there.
I mean, it's not dark. There's fire and brimstone, people with horns.
We're still going to take you there.
Yes. All right. Now we'll let this go for a little bit until it changes colors, and then
It's going
Yes.
to turn from a brownish color to
a darker brownish color.
no. I was gonna say
mean,
like
once they
green. A litmus test for like pH stuff. Although it's testing it for something.
Insanity.
Well, something demonic.
Yes, something
bad.
demonic. Some
okay.
eldritch abomination is present, and the color changes. All right. That is good.
Okay.
I believe we've introduced enough air. Now, flour. This is the part I'm less.
Okay.
This is the part I'm
And
less.
Here, let me add. This is salt. Let me add the salt first.
Heck yeah.
Because we might have forgotten her last time.
Wait, did we?
Oh, sorry. I forgot her last
Oh
time.
yeah. It's his fault. It's his
Yeah,
fault.
No, it's not my fault. We don't have to talk about it.
This will be brought up at your weekly performance review.
This is about to be like one of those glitter bombs.
Oh god.
And we're never gonna get the cocoa powder and the flour, like, out of...
And the mixer was never the same.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, wow. That changed very quickly.
Wow, that was dramatic.
It went from, like, a light brown to a
Very
very dark brown. Not that any of you are probably surprised. We're making brownies. We're not making, like, I don't know, like something super insane or crazy that no one's
Yes,
made
but what
before.
about the plutonium, Kyle? What about
yes,
that?
you were right. I forgot.
The plutonium. Note to self, lock down the mixer before you start mixing. And we are going to tap
We're gonna
that.
be prepared. Said the
more you
man
know.
who just learned how to use a KitchenAid like 4 hours
Hey,
ago.
I've used a KitchenAid before. I just haven't used in a while. It's
Sorry.
been a minute.
Said the man who pretty much has no clue how to use a KitchenAid except for the little bit of knowledge that you have from like, I don't know, X amount of years ago.
I am very untrained. That's why this works. All right, so that looks just about mixed. You really don't want to overmix brownie batter. That is important.
The only time you really want to like whip your eggs, or like I guess like spend a lot of time with them, a lot of like personal time with your eggs.
Uh-oh.
That sounds bad.
Where are you going with this?
Is when you're trying to make meringue, when you're trying to whip it into your softer, stiff peaks.
I am struggling
Which
right
I
now.
guess,
This is off.
Ignoring Alex and his KitchenAid incompetence.
Hey, I'm making it. I'm making it. All right, now for the fun part.
Might make that-
Let's ignore Kyle for a second and appreciate this level of chocolate.
Hey,
Oh.
this is wow.
This is chocolate. This is much chocolate. All right.
It almost looks like you're just like melting chocolate, because it
does.
looks mostly like it's just mostly chocolate chips, and then there's just a little bit of brownie batter.
Just a little bit of brownie batter in the chocolate chips.
Drum roll.
All right. Here we are. There are some chocolate chips. There's some brownie mix. You may notice there's a lot of chocolate chips. It's gonna be great. Well, anyway, now that we have that done, we've got a lot of layers to bake. So, montage time. That was spooky. Okay. All right, that got a little out of hand, but we got the final layer of the cake. Let's just put this over here. Now we frost. It's been a really long journey. Now we get to frost this thing. Hello everyone. Now that we've let the Coma Cake set for several hours, and I have returned Kyle to the crawl space underneath my apartment, we're now ready to try the cake. Let's see if we can get a slice. All right, now let me try it. Huh.